Scene one, Apple, take two.
Why did I move here? I guess it was the weather. Or I don't know, that thing, that magic. You see it in the movies. I wanted to retire from what I was doing, From that line of work. Be a good guy for once, a family man. So, I bought a big house, came here, put my feet up, and thought I'd be a dad like all the other dads. My kids would be like the kids on TV. We'd play ball and sit in the sun, but, well, you know how it is.
Hello YouTube, Millennium X17 here. Today we are going to be breaking down the Grand Theft Auto 5 trailer. So, the trailer came out on, well, technically yesterday, Wednesday. So, this trailer is about 90 seconds long, a little bit under than, and there was a lot of information packed into a very, very, very short amount of time. One thing I can tell you right off the top right now, the trailer appears to be running on in-game tech. It is definitely the best looking Grand Theft Auto to date. So let's unpause this and get on with the trailer.
Why did I move here? I guess it was the weather.
Okay, so right off the top, down in the lower left corner of the screen there, you see two people on the beach with a dog. Now, the important thing here is that there have not been any animals. I believe other than the pigeons in Grand Theft Auto 4, there have been no dogs in the Grand Theft Auto universe. So, animals will make an appearance in this game. So this is actually a very big thing. Mostly in the form of police dogs, I think, will also make an appearance as well.
Or I don't know, that thing, that magic.
Behind the Rockstar Games Presents is the cityscape of Los Santos, as a matter of fact. So this, as we've probably already figured out by now, is set in San Andreas. There are multiple things that give this away.
You see it in the movies. I wanted to retire.
Alright, first two things here, the country club and then a guy on a jet ski. The theme throughout this trailer is centered around money between either both the rich and the poor. There's very big contrast in the game. Obviously, the V in the Grand Theft Auto 5 looks like money. Money is going to play a very central part. Also, another thing to note about this jet ski is the name of it on the side of the jet ski itself. The Speedophile 2000, which is very close sounding to pedophile. Now, of course, this is Rockstar's special brand of humor that they're interjecting into the game. This, I can guarantee, will only be the beginning of their humor.
What I was doing, From that.
Alright, again, now we're not in the city anymore. We're probably somewhere out in the countryside, obviously next to a mountain. San Andreas is itself a fictional state that encompassed the fictional Los Angeles, San Francisco, and Las Vegas. Now, in between this, there were all kinds of areas. One place, if I remember correctly, in the southwestern area was a mountain range. We can lead to believe that there will also be a huge area to explore, unlike in Grand Theft Auto 4.
That line of work. Be a good guy.
Okay, as well here, quickly, the sign on the poster behind the sports car, E-Cola. That is a brand in the Grand Theft Auto universe.
Family man.
Probably going to become an important location, I would imagine. I've tried to zoom in on the logo on the number 78 windmill. The image is in fact too blurry to make out what it is. I believe it is some sort of power company. I would believe that they're going to become important as well.
So, I bought a big house. Came here.
Okay, this happens really quickly, and I almost missed it the first time by. This sign right here, Interstate 5 North, Las Puertas Freeway. This is a very interesting step. Now, the San Andreas universe is, as we know, a fictional place. Now, the thing that makes this interesting is that connecting San Francisco to Los Angeles and then on to Mexico in real life is Interstate 5, which is also called Las Puertas Freeway. So, as to why Rockstar North put the real freeway in the game, I am at a loss here. I don't really know why. That is also a very interesting little detail.
Feet up and thought I'd be a dad like all the other dads.
Okay, again, another reference to how times are bad. The rich versus the poor here. You see a pretty broken down area of the city. Also on the left-hand side, a going out of business sign.
My kids?
And again, here we go. Something for the rich. A big billboard here that says the Mile High Club. So again, money is a centralized theme.
Be like the kids on TV.
This character is very interesting, for we do not know if the voiceover is from him or not. So we have no information about him, what his name is, or how he will play a part in the story. Another thing that we can notice in front of this guy, he's obviously overlooking some sort of terrace on a high-rise of some sort. The two buildings in front of him on the left-hand side appear to be, at first glance, abandoned. Again, referencing the money issues and the economy.
Fall and sit in the sun, but...
Okay, another theme in this trailer is that there is a lot of air transport in this game. There was a section a while earlier where there was a blimp in the sky. This here is a biplane doing a crop dusting run. Now, a note here is that usually when someone does crop dusting runs, people aren't in the field, and obviously in the next section you'll see that it's not chemicals for the plants. It's actually some sort of poison. But there's also a section with a fighter jet and a Learjet as well. So air travel, just like in San Andreas, will be back as well.
You know how it is.
Okay, this is the only time during the trailer at which point you can get to see any firearms at all. They appear to be some sort of AK-47 look-alike with suppressors on them. Again, just like the last sequence with the crop duster and the poison, they're wearing gas masks. So again, and another small note here, the license plate on the truck, kind of blurry. The state identifier at the top of the license plate appears to be San Andreas. It is confirmed in the next sports car that we see. Right here, this sports car right here, as you can clearly see, the license plate says San Andreas on it. Again, real quickly, homeless people under a bridge passing. Now, this is very huge because in prior games, there have not been any homeless people in the Grand Theft Auto universe. Interesting note, Grand Theft Auto 3 had homeless people and elderly and children, and also a secret mission, but it was taken out due to the September 11th attacks. Now, obviously Rockstar North is now putting these back in. As for the homeless, in this trailer, we don't see any elderly or children, though. Okay, in this little quick sequence right here, we saw that someone, again, sign of the bad times, even the housing market's bad, house is for sale, and it has been foreclosed upon. Obviously, in the Grand Theft Auto universe, it is not complete without prostitutes. Now, most cars in the Grand Theft Auto universe are based on something. Some are, some aren't. This one, however, looks strikingly like an Audi R8 Spider. So, that is going to be a very interesting car to drive in the game. Again, more homeless, need money for food and beer. And again, more homeless people under another overpass, living in tents, a sign of the bad economic times. There's the fighter jet I was referencing. It appears to be an F-15 at quick reference, though I do not know for certain, as it only appears for less than, I think, 5 frames worth. Okay, here is the only bit of violence in the entire trailer. A security guard is pushing out what appears to be some kind of waiter from a nightclub. More evidence that there will be a vast countryside here, as we are looking at an oil well that says Brute on the side of it. Obviously, it's going to be a company in the game. Don't know if they're going to play a part or not. And again, here we are with the cop chasing through the city. An interesting thing to note, though, is that if we get the right frame, it says right on the side of the cop car, the city of Los Santos. Another quick thing about this Los Santos police car that most people might not have noticed because it happened so quickly, but right next to where it says the City of Los Santos badge on the side of the door, right next to it, it says obey and survive. Now, normally most police cars say to protect and serve. Now, obey and survive leads me to believe that these cops are, in fact, corrupt. Very quick detail that can be easily overlooked. One more thing that we can take away from this cop chase sequence just through this one intersection as well is this blue car that was hit. Now, the other one looked like an R8 Spider. This one appears to, at first glance, look similar to the Bentley Continental Super Sport. So yet another item that looks strikingly similar to their real-world counterpart. And last, to send home the fact that it's in San Andreas, the Hollywood analog sign for in the GTA universe, Vinewood, and the Learjet going over the cityscape. Fade to Grand Theft Auto 5. Obviously, I think money is going to be playing a big component of the game. The thing, though, that I need to stress is that not only do we not have a release date for this yet, but also there is no indication of what platforms it will be available on. So this is very interesting. I don't believe this game will be out in time to be on the Xbox 720 or the PlayStation 4. The Wii U is a possibility, though I have no information dictating either which way. It all depends on when the game comes out. My guess is spring 2013 for a release date on the current Gen 360 and PS3. So the Wii U, questionable, plausible. And obviously there will also be a PC version, I would suppose. So this is my trailer breakdown for Grand Theft Auto 5. Thank you very much for watching, and you have yourselves a good day.